So, Team Birchall, I want to take you back in time actually. And, could you tell us your first memories of the TT?
Yeah. For me, it was I think 1982. Dead vague because I was really 5 or 6, I think, and I just remember it was Laxey. We were staying at Laxey, and I just just remember the bikes and the feeling of being racing. And from then on, it was near enough every year that we came for our annual holiday. So that's the earliest, and I suppose the earliest real memory of TT was looking at Joey Dunlop and my dad saying, this is Joey Dunlop, and following him and listening to the radio and watching him go past.
So is there somewhere that you'd go now to watch, a favourite place that you would want to go and watch if you were watching particularly sidecar races?
Yeah, we actually, before our sidecar race was on senior day, it was good because we raced on the Wednesday, and then still being over here, we got a chance to go and watch racing. Obviously now you compete, that's taken away from you to some extent. And we went straight to the bottom of Bagaro, which is where we, as Tom said, where we stayed, and what an incredible place to watch.
I really like watching. I would, if you get a chance to go, I'd love to see him through Kirkmichael, just winding through that village there, and the sound of the bikes coming past, banging off the walls. What a spectacle that is to see the lads through there. Awesome.
And favourite places on the course now as a team, as riders?
We get asked it a lot, and for me, it's difficult to pinpoint one place, but I think probably the 13th. For some reason, I really love that bit, but there's no bit that I don't like except Governor's Dip. That's the only. I think that's just pointless. But hey-ho.
And the passengers, do you have a different view?
I really like, to be honest, from Ginger Hall all the way through to Ramsey. It's such a such a scary place, such a challenge. But Ben rides it so good through there. It's a pleasure to be on bike through there. I do like it through there. It's something you can really grit your teeth at and get through it. Yeah, it's awesome.
You've just described enjoying probably the bumpiest section of the course. I mean, what do you do then to prepare for that? And how's your winter training been?
Yeah, we've sorry, you went first.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, winter training's been good. Quite a lot of whip preparing bikes, but we're quite keen on his mountain bikes, and Orange Cycle help us out with them. So we go up into Derbyshire quite a bit, and local to us is Sherwood Pines, which is a trail route, and we hammer some laps out around there. So yeah, physical training, bumpy, hard work. So it's similar to parts of the TT course, but it really keeps you switched on, and it's great to train together, just push each other along and enjoy it.
Who's fastest?
I'm always in front.
And actually training to be in the chair, I mean that's separate skills, separate strength almost needed, isn't it?
It's a funny thing to train for, being a sidecar passenger, because I suppose it's similar to a lot of motorsport in a way that you can only train for it when you're actually doing it. But some gym work, but riding a mountain bike, upper body strength, and general press ups, sit ups, that kind of thing. But just being healthy and keeping at it. We do quite a bit of racing before TT, so that just builds up your general fitness. But yeah, there's nothing quite like it really.
I think what's important is just to be sharp. Just to keep a constant level where you're sharp, and if you feel sharp, you feel good. Normally the rest will follow.
And mechanically, is everything all set?
Excuse me. Yeah, good. It's so important at TT because it's a one event, so it's important to have a consistent level mechanically, and bring in development where you're not sticking your neck out that could compromise or lose your year's worth, of TT. Your form at TT takes a long time to come, and who knows how long it'll stay there. So I'm always mindful of that. So whatever we bring in at smaller levels. So hopefully that adds up to a bigger picture, which is to have a bike that's consistent and good enough for us to do a job on.
What horsepower are you expecting to have this year?
As much as we can, and sustain reliability. And I think that you can chase horsepower figures, but lose the reliability or lose drivability. That bike's got to pull two of us up a big mountain. So it's important to have it at a level that it works at and that it works right for our style. You know, it might not be that we need as much horsepower as we can get, as long as it's performing in a way that we need it, and that's just down to our strengths in different areas of the course where we want the bike to behave in a certain way. So again, we've a great relationship with our engine builder Chris Mayo, and that's gone on now for probably the last 5 years. So we're running the same power plant, which is Honda, and we know where we are with it, and each year we just make a small change, a small adjustment, and so far it's worked well.
Fastest lap so far, 116.8. Target for this year?
To win the race in the slowest possible speed. It's lap times come when they need to come, I think, and you know, it depends where you are in the race. If we have to push more, we can do, and you know, we'll just see how it goes. I never try and predict anything. I just think we try our best here, and you know, accept what it gives us, and if your best good enough for a race win and the lap record comes with it, fantastic. Either or either will do for us.
And who's the biggest challenge for you this year?
It'll be strong again. You know, there's four of us that can do the business, and you can't count anybody out, and least of all you can't count the course out. You know, last year brought that home to us in a big bang, 30-second lead on the last lap, you know, 12 miles to go, and it stops, and you know, you can never sit back and think, here we go. It's and we're always mindful of that, and again, it just, the way that I approach it is that we accept what it gives us, and once everything's done, we've worked as hard as we can, trained as hard as we can, the team's prepared as much as we can be, and you know, the rest of it happens.
That's great. Thanks, guys.